Hi, so most of you know I'm a person that suffers from the cold. All the year round I'm always wearing socks. Can't bear not wearing socks. Can't bear cold feet. So with this cold spell coming up, I've luckily been spent an Ororo heated jacket. I think the next few days is going to be a tester for it. So today I think it's about 8 degrees, but tomorrow we could see some white stuff. Today I'm lucky enough, I've been out on the farm, I've done some various bits and pieces, we've done some wood clearing, just going to put the girls' food up for the afternoon, but I'm going to go home, get my new jacket out and get it all charged up and everything ready for tomorrow, because I think I might need it. So here we are, as promised I've come down to the house, just got ready for Pilates, but before I'm doing my Pilates I thought I'd show you my Ororo heated jacket. And so this is a women's 3-zone heated classic jacket. So yeah, there's 3 heat panels on it, so let's have a look. So I've gone for a medium. I don't know whether that's the right size, but hey, never mind. It's always very difficult when you're looking for something online, when you sort of borderline between small and medium. So yeah, let's have a look. Yep, looks like I've gone for the right size. So yeah, we'll have a look tomorrow and see what it's like when it's cold. So always come over to the shack to do the Pilates. I had a back operation 8 years ago, so as a result of that I always make sure I come out and do my Pilates on a weekly basis, just to keep my back so I can actually use it. Don't want to go through that ever again. Whether that was too many years of playing hockey and farm work, probably a bit of both. So I never realised I had a back problem, or how long my back was playing up until you look on the Facebook memories and tells you you've been to the physio again, you've got a back, you can't run, you're off, you can't play. So actually I think it was going on longer than what I initially thought, and the final straw came when I wore a pair of heels to a wedding, and the following day, no, probably 2 days later, I couldn't move. Yeah. So as somebody that's always cold, I took the opportunity to get a heated jacket. So this morning there's a little bit of snow on the ground, literally only a little bit. It's just trying to snow as well. I would have probably have had 5 layers on, so t-shirt, hoodie, overalls, gilet and a coat. Today I've just got a t-shirt, a hoodie and the heated jacket. I've been walking for 10 minutes now, and to be honest, I think I could have just coped with a t-shirt and the jacket. It's that warm. It's unbelievable. I hate having cold feet, cold ears. Oh, it just drives me insane. So this morning it's 0 degrees according to the weather app. As I say, it's just trying to snow. I don't think we're going to get that much snow looking at it. I think it's just going to be one of those days. We could get a bit more snow in the next couple of days though. So yeah, this will certainly slow the grass down for the girls. I see some places in the west of the country, they've got cows out grazing at the moment. So I think they're sort of spring grazing blocks. So they've just calved and they put them straight out into the grass. obviously we don't have that pleasure. Yeah, it's no good. I'm gonna have to put the ear warmers on. Unfortunately they're not electric and heated, but at least means I'm walking this way, walking east at the moment, and I'm walking straight into the wind, so ears are a little bit on the chilly side. So one thing I wanted to experiment with is the battery pack can be used to charge a mobile phone. So let's have a look. My mobile phone is currently 60%, so let's see whether the battery pack, if I don't drop my phone, will charge my phone. So I'm out on my lunchtime walk. As I say, my phone doesn't get me through the day now because of the age of it. So yeah, it'll be handy if I can charge my phone through the battery pack. So yeah, it's just come up. It's charging my phone. So that's going to be handy. If I'm out for the day, I can have my coat with me, got my battery pack, and I can keep my phone topped up. So I like when we go to Lama, I have to turn my data off, the screen off, everything off, because my phone just doesn't want to last the day. But it does exactly what I need it to do, so I can't see the point of going out and buying a new phone just because the battery is, well, my phone is now 3 years old. I had it during lockdown. So different dairy farms run different systems. You've got those that want to do the spring calving block, so those cows will calve and go straight out onto the spring grass, and then they'll be able to produce most of their lactation when they're at peak yield on grass. Then you've got those people that do the autumn calving block. Obviously those ones are going to calve beginning of winter, so then they're going to be milking their peak lactation on the silage and the winter feed. And then you've got the other system which is all year round. Obviously we're an all year round calving herd. Obviously there's advantages and disadvantages to all systems. So if you're obviously running on a block system, you have a few hectic times. So the day you dry off, or the days you dry off, depending on how you decide to do it. I do follow one farmer, and they literally dry everything off in one day, about 300 cows. It took about 8 hours. So yeah, so obviously you've got a busy day to get everything dried off. Then you've got sort of 2 months whilst the girls are on holiday, having their maternity leave, whatever you want to call it, holiday, you name it. And then obviously they try and calve everything probably within about a 9 to 12 week period. So everything is going to calve on block together. So you got busy hectic days, but then, as I say, you might be in a situation where you've got well, you're going to have sort of nearly 2 months of not quite so busy days. You haven't got to get up at 5:30 or whatever time in the morning to milk the cows. They're not in a routine, so you've got some time to yourselves. The cows are on maternity leave, but you haven't got a milk check for 2 months. So obviously the outgoings on a dairy farm are quite expensive all the time. What with electric, feed, vet, you name it, you've still got to be able to pay out those bills in the months where you're not producing any milk. So I've probably been out for about 20 minutes or so. Other than the cold hands, the wind chill up on that bank was quite dramatic, but I can feel it lovely and warm over my front, nice and warm on my back. Back to me, being warm is important because I like to keep it warm, otherwise it causes me problems. So yeah, have a lunchtime walk, wander back to do the afternoon shift now. So yeah, I've only had this coat a couple of days and wore it yesterday and today. It's used about 25% of the battery so far. Obviously I've not worn it too much. I got quite warm yesterday morning when I was walking the dogs. I probably only done about 10 minutes and I actually switched it off. It was that warm. But I had an extra layer or two on yesterday. This morning, because I dropped the number of layers I got, I kept it on longer. And yeah, I was well away. So here we have some of the dry cows. They're lucky enough to get 8 weeks holiday. Obviously we need to give them time to be able to put the condition back on. Obviously, like a human, the last couple of months a baby's growing, obviously a calf is doing the same. It's putting a lot of pressure on the cow, so they obviously need time to grow the calf, and then also need time to themselves, so they can get a bit more condition back on. So it's got a nice fitted hood. Obviously you can tighten it up. There's a bungee cord each side with the tightener, so I've got it nice and tight, because one thing I do hate is when you're walking you have to keep pulling it down over your head. So yeah, no, that's quite a nice useful feature. And so if I haven't got a bobble hat on it, this does quite well actually. It keeps my ears warm, it stops them getting cold. So so there's 3 heating levels. Obviously I'll just turn it on. If I turn it on, you can see that's glowing red, so it will be red for 5 minutes. If you kept it on the maximum for well, they don't recommend you keep it on the maximum, but the battery hours is going to be about 3 hours, so not very useful. So we can change it here if I can. So that's gone to white. So white is medium power. That'll give you 6 hours worth of heat. And yeah, if I click on it again, it turns blue. So blue is its lowest level, and that will give you about 10 hours heat. So it's got a fair day. Funnily enough, quite often I've been using it whilst I've been in the office. I've been sat at my desk, it's been a bit chilly. And I've just taken the chill off by putting my coat on, putting it to the lowest setting, and keeping it nice and warm. So the battery's doing well on. So I hope you enjoyed that video. 2 things really. Obviously is the review of the Ororo heated jacket, women's jacket with the 3 heated panels. Certainly been an eye-opener. Shame I haven't had the real cold weather that we had in December to really try it out, but no, I'm impressed with it. And the fact that it's well insulated, so even if it's not switched on, you keep it ever so warm. And then obviously I've just given you a bit of I've given you a bit of background about the different sort of calving patterns for dairy cows. I know some people obviously don't realise the different things that happen, so I'll try and do a few more. It's just finding the time really. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Catch up with you soon. Don't ask me when it'll be, you know me. Videos very sporadic, so yep, I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.